Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gibson's 92. Giving you guys the latest on exclusive content on new music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes by me. The Queen is back at it again. And I just got finished listening to this talented artist, this male artist. Shout out to Lucky Daye. This brother is talented. I just got finished listening to his debut album, Painted. So let's get right to the nitty gritty. I will review the tracks. I will give you my favorite tracks that really stand out on this album, this overall project. So sit back and relax and enjoy what I have to say. So there's 13 tracks. Roll Some More, Late Night, Extra, Concentrate, Ready for Love, Karma, Painted, Real Games, Misunderstood, Floods, Call, Try Your Fire, and Love You Too Much. So this overall album is really good. I love the production. He pretty much studied like the greats before him, because listening to this production gives me more of like the 70s kind of music in R&B, and that's like my favorite era of music, period. So he gives me like more like when it comes to his singing, he has a nice voice. He has like a combination of Stevie Wonder. I hear Marvin Gaye influences. Like, he has a really nice falsetto voice, and he just knows how, like, carry his harmonies and his voice and just really put it together. And I hear Prince, and I hear Michael Jackson, and I also hear Earth, Wind, Fire. So with the production, it has more of like that 70s nostalgic of R&B and funk, and I hear pop, and I hear jazz, and I hear a whole bunch of sounds. So he really is gifted as far as I'm concerned. He does like stand out amongst like his peers, and it's really refreshing to hear a male R&B artist that has his own lane and his own artistry, because I've always have said that it's really rare for artists that they have studied the greats before them, and then they have carved and created a new sound for them, and they have really brought that like that feeling of that music and that good music of like how it's supposed to be. And I think that for Lucky Daye's case, he really does have like the cross bridge between the older generation and his generation. So he does like tap into like today's music as well. I do hear like the trap, and I do hear the R&B music, and I also like how he's really expressing himself, and he's just really like into his art and his like creativeness, and he's very into like his music, which I could tell it's a passion for him. And I like that for him. He has that real like authentic, and that real like just overall the entire album is cohesive, and really each track is really dope. So really you can listen to this entire album without skipping a beat, and also like you can be able to hear not beat, but like a record. So the record has more of like each record has like more of like that nostalgic, and just even that grit and that edge, because some of those tracks I hear like the 70s production, and I hear like a lot of the it's kind of like the throwback of like the 70s music, because like the artists that I mentioned, it's just like that really magical, fun feel, energetic, like that nostalgia of like that. It's kind of like more, it's just authentic, period. And really I like, and I really do love like people that really have a good ear of music, and it's really rare. It's very rare to hear that. It's just today's music nowadays, and I'm trying not to rant, but compared to his stuff, what I just listened to, what I just heard, that's just my perfect example of saying that, listen, today's music, his music is just in a different direction. So you really can't compare his music to today's music, because it's really just two different, like how the production and the genre and like the setting is. But his music is more, it's just eclectic. It's more, you just hear the instrumentation, and he really stands on his own 2 feet. That's what I love about artists. They stand on their own 2 feet. No matter what people say about them, they say, oh, they make weird music or whatever. No, just do what's best for you and go and carve your lane and make your vision come to life. And as artists, like I said, you gotta change the narrative of like what music is supposed to be or what music is supposed to sound like. Because my thing is in R&B, for Lucky Daye's case, he's really changing like the wave of R&B music, and I really do like to see him have like that longevity, because the brother, he can sing, he's very poetic in his singing and his wordplay and all that good stuff. And I like the fact that he really is staying true to his art. He's really staying true to like what he's bringing to the table with his music. And that's why I get so harsh and critical nowadays. But also I'm compassionate. I show love to artists because I know how it is. It can be challenging with today's mainstream music, when it comes to like, you just have to stand on your own 2 feet. And, don't be afraid to, test the waters, and don't get so caught up in like the popularity. Don't get so caught up in like, oh, you have a passion for music, go for it, And I like how that, Lucky Daye is just bringing a very fresh and new perspective of like R&B music, because, he just is really talented, he's dope, and he has that gift. And listening to this body of work, it just really is like very satisfying, and I really want him to like continue to make good music, continue to gain his loyal fan base, and like I said, keep going. But overall, the brother, he did a great job. I give this album a 5 out of 5. I recommend people check his music out, check his debut album, Painted. Any Lucky Daye fans, let me know down below, hit me up. Don't be afraid to, tell me your thoughts and your opinions of his music. I'm always trying, like I said, stay consistent with these videos. But like I said, I really enjoyed this entire album, and I think the brother, he got what it takes. So he got it, period. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. So don't be afraid to hit that notification bell. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to like, comment, share, and subscribe down below. And as always, stay tuned on the next episode of Gibson's Night 2, Dragon Ball Z narrated reference. Peace. Bye-bye.